Hello everyone and welcome back to Hemel-Down Model Railway. So in today's video I'm going to show you the finished section for the competition, and I'm also going to show you the start of the new project that I'm going to be doing, which is the station section. So let's have a little bit of a close-up and a walk down the section that I have been doing. So this is the kind of finished ground cover for the coal merchants, and as you can see I've added in some coal that's been crushed up down the bottom there, and I've now ballasted most of the track that goes down in this section here. I've added in some more bush detail down the side where that loco is. Then moving further down to where the bridge is. So I've added in some more sort of bushes and stuff in and around the side, and created a little scene with the tractor there. I've added in a little bench just by the tree there. And what I've started to do is create my road that goes up into the larger hillside section. So I've still got to finish that off because that will lead up to the windmill and the farmhouse. What I've also done is added some more height to the bushes and stuff that are in here and given them some different colours. And then what I've done is also cover over some of that cat litter that I put down in there, but you can still see that there's some kind of rocks poking through down on this section here. I've also added in a line of bushes, which is still not 100% complete because I want to kind of rough it up a little bit and add a little bit more height to it. But as you can see, this is my first attempt at ballasting as well. And also I've kind of weathered down the track. This section here is still not complete, nor have I done any of the ones at the back there. But the main stretch for the DC line does go all the way up to the back here. For my first attempt at ballasting, I don't think I've done too bad a job. I still want to weather down this bit a little bit more with some darker washes. I've added in some more bushes and stuff all down sort of the rock faces and stuff that go all over this section here, and then added in some larger bushes and stuff to complete the edge of this scene here as well. So from a distance, if I bring you down here, it's looking a little bit better. A little bit more colour to it and stuff as well. I'm going to probably add in a couple more of the rusty rails there, just to kind of block off that, and then add in some sort of bushes and stuff in and around that section there. But all in all, this section's probably sort of 80% complete. I've still got to do obviously the detailing stuff for down in here with some more sort of static grasses and some muds and stuff, and then I can start working on ballasting the back half of those tracks in there, and then start putting in the bush detail and stuff for the viaduct there. So this is pretty much it all complete on this section here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some photos that I'll be using for the competition at the end of this video clip, just to kind of show you what I have been doing and how it's progressed and what it looked like at the beginning. So now let's go and take a quick look at the start of the station section. So this is the start of my station scene. What I've done here is use 2 pieces of wood stuck together to create the width, and then these parts here are going to be the main supports where the board will come out over this section here. What I'm going to be doing is creating with sort of 3 of these that go up in height will be the internals for the tunnel, and then obviously with the board that goes over the top from this section here will be the start of like the town scene, and then the tracks can come round there as well. So there'll be like a little road and stuff that goes over here, and then I'm going to scratch build a bridge, like girder bridge that comes in over this section here, and then there'll be another support that comes up on this side here. So moving over to this side and just having a look from this end. So I'm going to have this footbridge that goes over the 3 running lines on this section here. And then what I'm going to do is create a small hillside that will link up this section here to any of like the grass works and hills and stuff that go over on this side. So that will kind of tie off down there. And then I'm going to actually build a little bit more sort of hillside and structure, maybe with a pathway that goes up sort of to clip that little edge there, just so that it's not like kind of a straight line. So I'm going to kind of rough that up a bit, and also give a little bit more height to the back of it as well. So in the back here, what I've done, I'm going to have a little disused line with some old rusted tracks just in here, with maybe an old wagon on it. And then from out of here, I'm going to have a little road and pathway. And I don't know if you can see it, but this is like kind of a ramp that will come up onto this section here. And then that will stretch sort of about 3 carriages, I would say, in a loco that would go down on this section here. I've added in some of the brick papers there. That's the scale model scenery brick paper. And then what I've done over the top is to use some 3mm grey card, and then that will have some textured sheets over the top of it. And then looking at that loco there, sorry, the carriage, it does actually meet up to the right height. And then what I'll do is then block in the big gap that's in this section here, and that will have some of the same stone effect that's on here. So the big pillars and stuff will have the same sort of old brick that will be on these as well. So that's my next kind of project, is to get the supports in for this. So like I said, there will be 3 of these high, and then they'll be wrapped in the brick paper as well. Then I can start thinking about getting in the 3rd line that will come a little bit further out, and the curve will start a little bit further back on that section there as well. And then this corner here will be hidden by kind of like tunnels and stuff like that. But then if I was to move over from this section here, so if you was to see any kind of running shots and stuff, the tunnels will actually look like they're going a lot further back than what they do, because they're only going to be sort of half width tunnels, just so that I can basically get in there and be able to clean any tracks and stuff. So from this side here where the tripod is, so from here I'll be able to actually access in through to clean any tracks in this side. And then what I'm going to do is just use some like backing, like a back scene or something of some houses, and just sort of cover the front there, so that I can just remove that and then get to any tracks at the back. So you won't see the trains go through, you'll just see them going through the actual station there itself. It's a little bit hard to explain and envisage what it's actually going to look like, but I can hope that you hopefully that you can see what I'm trying to do with it. So what I'm going to do is film a little bit of the build and some of the process, and a few pictures of how it progresses, and then once that's sort of the basic structures in there, I'll then get all the ballasting down before I actually fix the station in, and then I can finish off this this viaduct scene here. So now that the competition has been finished, all the work that I've done over on this section here and a lot of the detailing, I can now start to add in a lot more detail up in this corner here. So with a week to go on the competition, I've managed to get it all done. There's still quite a little bit more detail that I'm going to add in. I still want to add in a lot more trees up and over this grass section all along here, and then add in some more bushes and some, like I said, some height to the actual back of that straight edge there. And then moving down in the future, I still want to continue this road from here and take it all the way up to the windmill that's at the back there. And then I'm thinking of having a little sort of farmhouse or something just up in this edge here. I thought with a little bit of height that it would hide anything at the back there. So yeah, having like a little house or something in there would be quite good. So I hope that you've enjoyed seeing the little update. Like I said, I'm going to put some pictures of some before and afters, a little sort of slideshow just to show you what it looked like before, some of the processes that I've done and kind of the materials that I've used. And then yeah, like I say, the next big update will be for the station build. Right, so thank you very much for joining me on this update. I hope you've enjoyed seeing the start of the station project. It's another kind of exciting milestone to be getting another part of the layout done, because as soon as I've done this station and tidied up some of this viaduct, it should tie in nicely that I should be able to start getting the next scene in, which is the town scene for the back here. So yeah, another exciting project build to do now that this this scenic section is almost where I want it to be. So like I say, I'll still add a lot of detail to it over time. I'll do little sort of bits and pieces and stuff like that over time, but all the sort of chunky big builds and stuff is what I want to be cracking on with now. So yeah, like I said before in one of my live streams, it's really starting to feel like a bit of a layout now. So I'm really excited to crack on with doing the town scene and stuff. So yeah, I hope you look forward to seeing the station come together and finally getting some tracks down and stuff on this viaduct up here. Right, so take care everyone, and I will speak to you all soon. Bye for now.